the bridge between us. It was the first day of summer vacation, and the sun was shining brightly over the small village of Elmswood. 12-year-old Lily and her younger brother Max had just finished their last day of school. They raced out of the schoolyard with excitement, eager to begin their summer adventures. Though they were siblings, Lily and Max were very different. Lily was calm, organized, and loved to read. Max, on the other hand, was wild, full of energy, and always looking for a new game to play. Sometimes their differences caused arguments, especially when Max accidentally ruined one of Lily's carefully planned activities. Their parents always reminded them how lucky they were to have each other. "Shh, one day," their mom would say, "you'll realize that a sibling is your first and forever friend." But at that moment, Lily wasn't so sure. That afternoon, Max begged Lily to help him fix up the old treehouse in their backyard. Lily hesitated. She had planned to start a new book, but Max's hopeful eyes convinced her. With a deep sigh, she grabbed her toolkit and followed him outside. At first, things went well. They cleaned, swept, and even hung up a sign that read "The Adventure Club." But as they argued over what to put inside the treehouse, Max accidentally knocked over Lily's water bottle right onto her book. Her face turned red with anger. "You never listen," Lily shouted. Max looked down, guilt and frustration on his face. "And you never want to have fun," he muttered before running off. The treehouse fell silent, just like the air between them. That night, a sudden thunderstorm shook the house. Lightning flashed across the sky as rain pelted the windows. Lily woke up to a loud noise and noticed Max's bed was empty. Her heart skipped a beat. She searched the house, then remembered Max had a habit of hiding in the treehouse when he was upset. Without a second thought, Lily grabbed her raincoat and flashlight and ran into the storm. Reaching the treehouse, she found Max curled up, shivering and scared. "I thought you hated me," he whispered. Lily knelt beside him and wrapped her arms around him. "Of course not, I was just angry. But I'll always be your sister." The next morning, the storm had passed. The sky was clear, and the birds were singing again. Lily made Max's favorite breakfast, chocolate chip pancakes, and brought it to his room as a peace offering. Max smiled and hugged her tightly. "Thanks, Lily," she smiled back. "We're a team, remember? Even when we fight." They spent the rest of the morning fixing the treehouse again, but this time with more laughter and less arguing. They even created a list of Adventure Club rules, and the first rule was, we listen to each other. From that day on, they both tried harder to understand one another's thoughts and feelings. While cleaning the attic a few days later, Lily and Max discovered an old, dusty map. It looked like a treasure map, with strange symbols and landmarks drawn in faded ink. Their eyes widened with excitement. "Let's follow it," Max exclaimed. Lily was hesitant at first, but the curiosity got the better of her. "Okay, but we need to plan carefully," she said. They packed snacks, water, a compass, and a notebook to keep track of clues. As they followed the trail through the woods behind their house, they encountered tricky puzzles and unexpected surprises. Working together, they made steady progress. Lily's careful thinking and Max's creative ideas turned out to be the perfect combination. Halfway through their journey, they reached a dense part of the forest. The path was blocked by fallen trees, and it was getting harder to move forward. Max wanted to climb over, but Lily suggested finding a safer route around. Their disagreement almost turned into another argument, but then Max stopped. "Let's do it your way this time," he said. Lily was surprised, but pleased. Together, they found a narrow path around the blockage. After an hour, they reached a clearing where a wooden box was hidden under a pile of rocks. They had found the treasure, but it wasn't gold or jewels. It was a collection of letters and photos from two siblings who had lived in Elmswood long ago. The letters told stories of two brothers who had been best friends, then fought over something small and stopped talking for years. Only later in life did they make peace, regretting all the lost time. Lily and Max sat quietly, reading every word. The story touched them deeply. "We're lucky," Max said. "We don't have to waste time being angry." Lily nodded. "We can choose to be better." They decided to leave a note of their own in the box for future adventurers. Siblings may argue, but their bond is a treasure greater than any gold. When they returned home, the treehouse felt different, like it held their memories now. They added a shelf for adventure treasures and placed a copy of the map and some photos from their journey there. That summer, they filled the shelf with keepsakes from their adventures: a feather from a rare bird, a strange-looking rock, a pressed flower. Every item had a story, and each story brought them closer. Their parents watched with quiet smiles. The siblings who used to argue almost every day were now the best of friends. One day, the town announced a summer talent show. Max wanted to perform, but he was nervous. "I don't think I can do it alone," he admitted. Lily thought for a moment. "Then let's do it together." They decided on a comedy skit and spent days writing jokes and rehearsing. Max's energetic acting and Lily's clever lines made a great team. They laughed more than they had in weeks while practicing. On the night of the show, they took the stage together. The audience roared with laughter, and afterward, people said their bond was the best part of the act. Despite their progress, not everything was perfect. One afternoon, they fought over who had eaten the last cookie. Voices were raised and doors were slammed. Later, Max slipped a note under Lily's door. It read, "I'm sorry. Cookies are not more important than you." Lily smiled and knocked on his door with 2 glasses of milk and a hidden stash of cookies. They learned that even the best siblings argue sometimes. But what matters is how quickly they come back together. As the days grew shorter, summer began to fade. Lily and Max sat on the treehouse roof one evening, watching the sunset. "This was the best summer ever," Max whispered. Lily nodded. "Not because of the adventures, but because we did them together." Max leaned his head on her shoulder. "I'm glad you're my sister." The sky turned orange and pink, and in that quiet moment, they both knew something had changed. They had discovered a treasure more valuable than anything on a map: each other. When school started again, Lily and Max walked to the bus stop side by side. They still had different interests and personalities, but now they understood each other better. Lily helped Max with homework, and Max cheered Lily on during her book club meetings. Their teachers noticed the change and praised their teamwork. Even on busy school days, they made time for their adventure club. Their bond had grown stronger, and they promised to never let it fade. One weekend, they added one last item to their treehouse shelf: a small wooden sign that read, "Bridge of Brotherhood." It was a symbol of their journey together. "Whatever happens, we stick together," Lily said. Max nodded. "Forever and always." They shook hands, then laughed and hugged. Their adventures weren't over. In fact, they were just beginning. But now, no matter what challenges came their way, they knew they had the strongest treasure of all, each other. On the final weekend before fall, Lily and Max invited their friends to the treehouse for one last summer celebration. They told stories, shared snacks, and showed the map to everyone. Their friends were amazed by the treasure story. But what impressed them most was how close Lily and Max had become. "I wish I had a sibling like that," one of them said quietly. Lily and Max smiled. They had learned the truth the old letters had taught them. Siblings are like bridges. They connect hearts, carry us over troubled waters, and last a lifetime if we take care of them.